What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Revelation 11:27, where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and where we will continue to speak the truth, no matter how many ups are avoiding the truth from coming out, no matter how much people, no, let's not call them people, no matter how much these narcissistic individuals want to stop the light from shining, no matter how these narcissistic individuals want to stop the chosen ones, because that is their job. And some get paid for that, right? They get paid for spying, especially on me. They get paid to go around town and cause chaos and commit fraud and steal. Like my family, right? Like there's a home that belongs to me, and I haven't even received any type of information about it. My family put that home under my name. So where is it? All that comes to light. Let's just jump straight to the point, right? Very clear and concise. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this Barbie. If you didn't know, these are my spiritual Barbies. Don't fuck with them because they will fuck you up. This one's like a butterfly vibes. I'm not done with her yet. I love her. What is the energy, spirit? What do we need to see? What do we need to know? We got the Hanged Man. So, you've changed perspective about something, yeah. Right? You're looking at things differently now, right? And with the Eight of Pentacles here, let me see if I can focus it on a little bit more. Yeah. With the Eight of Pentacles here, you see the girl working on her desk on the computer. She has her candle, like me. So maybe you've been working on something. You've been putting in that work. You've been putting in that energy. Oh, my feather flew. You've been putting in that work. You've been putting in that energy on something that's important to you, right? With the Six of Swords here, you've been putting in that work on doing what you need to do to change your situation around. Maybe change your environment. Maybe change your place of work. But you understand with the Hangman here that you needed to do that in order to change your life around. That was a must, because there was no way you could be in that work environment with those toxic people, right, that are trying to hold you back. Maybe in a work environment where people are trying to throw themselves onto you and seduce you because they're nasty, lusty energies like that. But you've realized that. And look, with the Page of Pentacles here, it's like you're like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna start my own business away from here. I'm gonna start my own career away from here, from these people, because I see that this isn't going anywhere. This business is not going anywhere. Because come on, you're the King of Swords. Look at the king right there, the King of Swords with the just sitting there on top of the mountain with the crows. You're speaking up for yourself, and you're taking initiative because you know what you want and you know what you don't want. Even if these people are just throwing themselves onto you at your place of work with seduction, nasty, ill, gross. Because you did that, with the Ten of Swords here, the Ten of Swords here is actually a good thing. You see the woman there. Could be a man or a woman. Remember, energy is fluid. She's leaving. He's leaving everything behind. And the crows are following him or her as guidance, right? Letting you know that, yeah, that was the right thing to do. To get away from that environment, to get away from that toxicity. That was the best decision you've ever made. Because if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for you seeing this different perspective about your place of work, you would have been stuck there forever, allowing them to overwork you, allowing them to use your creativity, your ideas to help someone else's business. And probably you weren't even getting paid how you should be getting paid. That is God's way of protecting you. That is God's way of protecting a chosen one. Allowing you to see how people around you are taking advantage of your talents, of your skills, of your energy, of your time. And God will, the Six of Swords here, God will let you know where you need to go. It's like jump on that boat and let my crows guide you to where you need to go. And that is taking you to maybe closer to someone, a different place, a different city that will allow you to fully embody the king that you are, or the queen. Look, the King of Swords here, because you did this hard but necessary transition, because you jumped on that boat and allowed for the crows to guide you, now you're sitting here like the king that you are. And you're not afraid to speak your mind anymore. You're not afraid to stand up for yourself. You're not afraid to stand up for others. That's amazing. I actually do want to get more because this Ten of Swords here, it's a, yeah, let me just, yeah, I had to get another one. Yeah. Because you decided to walk away from that place of work, I'm just gonna call it, I'm gonna just be straightforward, calling it how it is. You walked away from a job, you walked away from an organization or a place where you worked. That was the best thing you did. Because you did that, look, not only did we get the Page of Pentacles, which is the beginning of a new business, right? And that allowed you to, be, what do you call that? That allowed you to embody the King of Swords that you are, right? Someone who is just, someone who is fair, someone who is not afraid to speak up. By the way, that's how every official in the law and the justice system should be fair and just, and not just favor one person over the other because this person looks better on paper. No, paper is just bullshit, really. What's in here is worth more. So because you did that, because you decided to, walk away from that with the Ace of Pentacles here, look how the hands are just growing money. The Ace of Pentacles, that is a lot of money. And look how there's roots coming from the bottom of the hands. Because in order for anything to grow, you have to nurture it. You have to take care of it, like I've said before. And this change in your life, you walking away from something that was not helping you, that was not serving your highest good. Instead, it was just keeping you in temptation and around nasty people that really are just gross. Now, God has given you the opportunity to plant new seeds. These seeds are actually going to grow because you're no longer in an environment where these people are just picking out the roots of something that you planted. No, God needed for you to leave that place, to get on that boat, so you could become the man that you have became recently. And so better opportunities can come. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing us to understand that. Oh, okay. And maybe because you walked away from that place of work, now you have blank profiles watching your social media stories, just waiting for you to post because they're so nosy about your life that they do that. Maybe even coworkers. Maybe even family members. Maybe even friends. But look, these same people that you walked away from are the same people that love to do sex magic with rituals, right? They all get together, do incantations, probably even jack off and finger themselves to a photo of you with like all these lower vibrational energies to try and manifest something that's not going to manifest because it's being done with bad intentions, like sex magic, right? These people at your workplace probably even fuck each other. No, they do, right? They do rituals. They share their like bodily fluids to enhance whatever sex magic ritual it is that they're trying to do, which is why you see these people with a lot of STDs, herpes, gonorrhea, many STDs. And these same people from your workplace were the ones trying to mess with your root chakra, trying to make you imbalanced, trying to make you feel unsure of yourself. And how would they do that, right? They knew that you wanted to walk away from your job, so they were trying to scare you, like, oh, you sure you want to do this? You're not going to have money to do this? If you walk away, I'm going to say that you did this, I'm going to say that you did that. Blackmailing, right? That's what they love to do. Gross. On a good note, you dodged a big bullet. Because these people are getting caught. Because there were doing a lot of illegal things in that workspace, in that work environment. These people are also could be part of many different organizations, like the police, the FBI. Take it as a resonance, right? Gross. Gross with their STDs. And they deserve that because they literally get together and fuck each other and do all these things. Probably even chant your name. Probably have photos of you on altars to try and work on your root chakra. So everything that they have, they deserve it. What else do we need to know about this energy spirit? Good thing you left that workplace. Good thing you left, because there's so many business opportunities coming for you, like we just spoke about. You're probably thinking, why do you feel like a little bit icky here, like with a lot of pressure here? That's why. Oh, look. Got somebody right there in front of the computer with the Knight of Wands. Feeling frustrated. Feeling so much energy, but yet you're behind a computer screen. Not able to release that energy. And then what happens? And then you go back home where you're supposed to have peace, where you're supposed to have love, where you're supposed to, be happy with your husband or wife. And yet you're being tormented. You can't even sleep at night. Because the person that you're laying next to is also a part of this. And they're also working with the people at your job place to make your life a living hell. But the judgment's here. It's been found out. It's been figured out. And you see how that judgment is there. You walked away at the right time. You walked away unscathed. You walked away because you followed your intuition. You seen the signs. You seen how these people really are. Especially if you're a woman and you're throwing yourself onto guys, onto people just because you want to get their attention. Girl, sit down and work on yourself. And yet you still have the audacity to speak about someone else that's nothing like you, that's actually focused on what it is that they need to be doing, probably doesn't even know you, like me. You have the audacity to do that. Just shows how nasty you are and how insecure you are. And you should probably get a pap smear or whatever it is to check your vagina, because it's probably infected. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. And look, after the judgment, after you walked away, literally, right? After you walked away from that job environment, from that place of work, with the Eight of Wands here, it's like you hit the nail right on the spot, right? You did exactly what you needed to do at the exact time with precision. Let's just call it like that. Because, look, the Ten of Cups here. This is an ultimate happy family full of love, full of real love, full of warmth and nurturing. And because you walked away, not only are you going to have the ability to create new businesses, to increase your finances, but also you're going to be able to share that with people that actually care and love you. Not with the previous people that were literally working behind your back while you were working with them. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. And look, yeah. And look, you're gonna be like this, eating with the family that you will actually create and friends that actually care about you. And where's the other individual gonna be? The other individual, look, with the Queen of Cups here, this individual was very emotionally manipulative. They showed you one side. Probably they showed you a false, sweet, kind, and loving side to them that they're not. Probably even cried with fake crocodile tears. Very emotional. Maybe even threatened you. If you walk away, I wouldn't know what I would do to myself. If you walk away, I'm going to kill myself. That's what emotional manipulation is, and they need to get help for that. Look, but this individual that you were literally laying next to when you're supposed to have peace at your home after a hard day at work. This individual is over there. Look, for the 4 of coins, see this girl right there with the backpack. 4 coins, stealing your money, stealing your savings, stealing your investments. But that is none of your business anymore. It doesn't concern you because you've gone through a lot. You've done what you needed to do. And you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor with true, genuine people that really care about you and that really love you for who you are. And at the end of the day, we all see that person for truly who they are. Not only were they throwing themselves at you, but they were really, yikes, stealing your money. And I think you figured that out. Confirmation. That dragonfly. I didn't know dragonflies fly so high in the air. Oh no, I did see that. I didn't know that. What else do we gotta know about the spirit? Ooh. Look, here, like these people were forcing commitment onto you. They were trying to make you believe that they were your divine counterpart. Look how forceful this guy is. And with the fate here, it's like they were even taking you to fortune tellers or readers and make you believe that they were your divine feminine or that they were your divine masculine, to try and confuse you. That is why you have not been feeling peace at home or at work, because that person who is very emotionally manipulative in your life, who's been stealing your money, has been working against you and has been doing all of this sex magic around you, towards you, to make you believe that they are your divine counterpart. But they're not. They were trying to make you believe that it was fated for you guys to be together. But no, you know what was fated? It was fated for you to awaken, for you to see things in a different perspective, so you could see the type of nasty individuals that they are, the type of nasty person that she is. Confirmation, beautiful butterfly. What else do we gotta know about this energy spirit? Ooh. They're gonna get what they deserve, right? For stealing your money, it's like now they're gonna have to go through poverty. Kind of like what they wanted for me, what they wanted for you. Because what is the point of stealing so much money until they figure it out? Because you're gonna leave them without any money. Maybe you were doing that because they were trying to get away from your evil self. Look how scared she looks there with the backpack, hoping she doesn't get caught at the bank. And they have a journey. They have a long journey ahead of themselves, right? A journey where now they're actually going to have to work, because maybe they were just living the life and not having to, toil and labor. People want to talk about me all the time, but girl, I've worked everywhere. I've washed dishes, I've worked at hotels, I've mopped, I've cleaned, I've done it all. Grocery store, cashier, I've done it all. And I am here because I want to. I don't need that much money to make me happy. You know what makes me happy? My music, my art, my spirituality, my doggy Lucas. But now they're gonna have to really work. They're gonna go on a journey. Maybe that journey is prison. And after they come out of prison, they're gonna have to work. To work. Good. Probably something that they're not used to doing, but yet they have all the time in the world to talk shit about people that they don't even know, or people that don't even know them, like me. Like me. Yeah. Whoever that person is in your life, that emotionally manipulative, controlling individual, was over there, look, being deceitful, getting away with stealing your money, with stealing your finances, getting away with it until they got caught. And now that they got caught, they want to cause all this conflict and all these arguments and all these fights. But you should know better. And when you know better, you do better. And when you find out that people are doing this behind your back, you don't even got to speak to them. You got to walk away. And that is what you did. Congrats. Just get some of these to end this reading here. Says, no need to apologize for being a powerful fucking person. That's right. There's no need to apologize for you standing in your power. There's no need to apologize for you knowing exactly what the fuck you need to do. There's no need to apologize, especially to these people that were trying to keep you stuck. And if you wouldn't have found out what they were doing to you, they would have kept on doing it and kept on stealing and kept your and would have kept on doing sex magic rituals until one day you just get some type of sickness and disease and STDs like they have, and you probably wouldn't even know where it would have came from. So don't apologize. Don't feel guilty. Stand on your power. Continue to stand on your power. Continue to block these people from your life, because they're going to try everything they can to pull you back in, to bind you. And you don't want to be binded in all of this legal issue that they're having. Finding inner peace begins with 4 words. Not my fucking problem. Most of the time, that's really what it is. People try and just dump all of their baggage and life issues onto you. And maybe you felt guilty before for not helping them, but you've realized where helping people that you shouldn't help will lead you to. These people, even after you've helped them, even after you literally worked so hard to make their life better, they don't even think twice about betraying you. They don't think twice about stealing from you. They don't think twice. So really, it's important to keep your inner peace. And whatever they tell you moving forward, not my fucking problem. Deal with it. All right, that was a beautiful message. Thank you, Spirit, for this knowledge, for this wisdom. And I see you guys next time. Bye.